Yeah, I mean, you can look at the blockchain as an ICT technology, and most of us look at it in that respect. Or you can look at the blockchain as an institutional technology. And if you look at the blockchain as an institutional technology, it has the potential to change the way we do organize our work, our relationships, and our economic organizations. So in that respect, I think that the blockchain will have a large impact in our society, because it can change basically the way that the organization works. So it can shift the barrier from a territorial hierarchical organizations to non-territorial self-organized community that auto-regulate themselves without the need of a hierarchical structure. This is the most important disrupting power. From a legal perspective, there are some that will come the major problem. From a regulatory and legal perspective, there will be the major challenges because there is a huge gap to be filled in between regulators, policymakers, and technologists. The adoption, for example, of smart contracts is complete from a technical point of view. Is clear how to do so, but is not yet there from a legal perspective. It's not yet clear how you do transfer paperwork in legal traditional form to code, and that's the problem. Well, I don't think so. I think that maybe there will be some institutions, authorities that will emerge, that will be set up in order to audit the blockchain, to audit the codes, because the problems that we may have in the years to come when we are moving massively toward a digital transformation of our transitions, we will have a lot of contracts and agreements that will be written in codes, and we need some institute that certify that what is written in code is properly written. Otherwise, we may have some problem like the DAO with the Ethereum. Yeah. Yes, I think that we have seen a lot of improvement in that respect. If you go back to 5 years, when you thought about blockchain, you immediately compare to Bitcoin. Now, when we think about blockchain, we have a huge variety of technologies out there. We talk about permissionless, permission. We are knowledge about the difference. We know that the two of them can be applied to different domains. We know that both of them can be useful. We know that Bitcoin is not the only solution. And yes, improvement has been done, and I think we are just at the beginning. Regulators, I think, after the first wave, when they were a little bit skeptical, worried about having something which is anonymous, they understand now that indeed this tool can be exactly the opposite, can be used to trace and to track the activity of the users in the network. If they actively are involved in the network as any other nodes, they can really empower their monitoring tools with a real-time observation of a regulation, or what they call automatic regulations, you know, and that's in the mind of the regulator at the moment. Yes, I think that is very, very important. I think the mixture also of different experts and from also all over the world, different opinions, and bringing them all together and talking about topics like smart contracts, blockchains, Internet of Things, and having in mind that we are basically all together in this journey is tremendously important because we, as I mentioned before, we need an interdisciplinary approach. We need to put on the same table not only experts in software engineer, but also regulators, but also economists to face this new paradigm shift.